guys, I ignored Instagram and TikTok for years. Is that going to be a mistake, or ultimately is that going to benefit me in the long run? I've been running a YouTube channel here in Myrtle Beach for like 3 years now, and really a year and a half ago I didn't even have an Instagram under the same name, Parker Plays Golf. So been talking about reviewing all the courses here in Myrtle Beach. 28 and change, 2,800 followers on YouTube right now, less than 1,000 combined on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. I log on to those platforms and check out some various different creators. I'm not going to say anyone by name, but I'll see some that have 20, 30, 50,000 followers on Instagram, and they have a YouTube channel linked or easy access from that account. And I'll click on their YouTube channel, and they're not even monetized. Maybe 200, 300, 400 followers. So it's not really adding up to me mentally. How some of these channels, some of these Instagram accounts, 100,000 followers, they're not even monetized on YouTube. So I'm wondering, some would say I did it backwards. I don't have, you start small with the short form, gaining traction. But to me, I'd rather someone notice my account later down the road, now or even later when I'm pretty much finished with every course. If I'm a new, face in social media and someone sees my account, my Instagram, and they click over to my YouTube account, and I only have hardly any videos, or I haven't talked about my Myrtle Beach series at all, every course in Myrtle Beach. When I first started filming, YouTube, I just messing around and wasn't even really focusing on the courses, even though I did live here, but it was backyard stuff and whatever. And 6 months in, I started, building out a library on the courses and started seeing a little more growth. So I'm just thinking, personally, if I'd, hopefully start building the Instagram and TikTok, and people will notice my account, and I'll have the library there, and they can send it to their buddies. And golf trips to Myrtle Beach is going to be a long-term thing, I think, and people will be trying to see some of these courses for a long time. So I'm hoping to build that out. And if you're not following me on Instagram, TikTok, please do. Facebook, which is linked to Instagram, I'm not checking the messages much on that, but I am going to be pretty active on those platforms for like a year or so. I'm going to grind it out to 1 to 2, maybe 3 posts a day. So seeing how many followers we can gain, I'd really think there's no reason I shouldn't have 5 to 10,000 on each of those. So that's where I'd like to be a year from now, July 2027. It's July 26th when I'm filming this. But it's kind of weird how some of these followers or some of these Instagram accounts, they're probably maybe just making a little bit of money on their like affiliate codes and stuff. I see Vice Golf a lot, and discount codes, which I have that. I don't promote it that much with Shankit Golf, but I've never made a single sale on there. So I'm wondering how much some of these big Instagram influencers have, how much money they're actually making, because I don't care who you are. I think 99% of people get into social media, posting golf content or any kind of content is to make money. So that's why I tried to make, be your own boss, make a living here. Probably make a future video of how much, money I've spent versus I've made on this account. But, I think that's why most people get into it. But these Instagram and TikTok people, I'm not sure they're definitely, I wouldn't, depending on who it is, obviously, but it's hard to see them making a crazy amount of money with just, affiliate codes for a different companies. So I'm glad I built the YouTube account. I think is what I'm trying to say. It might have benefited me in the long run to have the back library. People can search and find my channel, and hopefully I'll get more eyeballs on my channel, posting, reels, like I was just mentioning, a lot of reels, and trying to, when someone gets an eyeballs on my channel and they see the entire library there, I think that's better, than at the very beginning and they don't see anything. So that's why some of these Instagram and TikTok, they got to build the big following, the quick reels, and some of them just get a lucky viral moment. It's kind of crazy, and they're not even that, not that great of content, but then they have one big moment and they have a lot of followers. So I'd love to give me a viral moment, one big moment million views on some reel, and if I gain 5 or 10,000 followers overnight, I mean, the game changes. That would be crazy if I had, a couple more thousand people watching my 77 course vlogs, and there's gonna be some podcast out on every course, drone flyovers, probably in every course 2.0, different stuff. Announcement coming towards the end of this year about my kind of plans with the channel. But yeah, thanks for listening to my TED Talk here. It's pretty much all I wanted to say. Please, if you like my videos, if you happen to be watching this far in, please tell a friend. Posting every course in Myrtle Beach, the only person doing that. So appreciate the support. Give a comment, like it, do all that good stuff. See you guys in the next one. Peace.